Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will present about development of Islamic civilization in the Middle East. My name is Arla Fani Rahmanda. My number is 2006021100037. I'm from Biology C. I will discuss about first, development of Islamic in Turkey. Second, development of Islamic in Egypt. And last, development of Islamic in Persia. First, development of Islamic in Turkey. Islam is the largest religion in Turkey. Now, 99.8% of Turkey's population is Muslim. Turkey, as a country where the majority of the population is Muslim, has a big role in the development and civilization of Islam. The development of Islam in Turkey is divided into two types. There are the past and the Reformation period. Firstly, development of Islam in Turkey in the past. Islam in Turkey in the past is a period of Islamic history, starting from the first in 1299 until 1942 AD, to the fourth period 1699 until 1839 AD. Development that occurred at the time can be seen in terms of the development or expansion of Islamic territory. First, when Usman led the Turkish kingdom and after announcing himself as Padishah al-Usman, which means the great king of the Usman's family, in 1300 AD, Usman also began to develop Islamic territory. At another time, the Usman Empire was able to conquer Azmir or Asia Minor in 1327, Tawashani in 1330, Uskandar in 1338, Ankara in 1354, and Gallipoli in 1356. The next expansion of territory occurred during Murad I. At that time, the Usman Empire's success in conquering the Balkans, Adrianople, Macedonia, Sofia, and all of Yunani. Further territorial expansion was carried out by his sons, namely Bayazid. Bayazid's success in expanding the territory in the area of Saloika and Morea. Bayazid also has another achievement, namely gaining victory in the crusade at Nicopolis in 1394. The top of expansion of Islamic territory, it happened when Sultan Muhammad II became the Sultan of the Usman Empire. At that time, there was a massive expansion. The conquerable city was Constantinople in 1453, and its name was changed to Istanbul, which means the throne of Islam. The success of Constantinople made it easier for the Usman's army to conquer other regions, such as Serbia, Alabia, and Hungary. In education, the Uthman's dynasty created a widespread madrasa education system in Azmir. In the art of architecture, the Usman Turkish dynasty produced and left extraordinary works in the form of buildings such as the Mosque of Jami Muhammad Al-Fatih, Mosque of Agung Sulaiman, Mosque of Abu Ayyub Al-Ansari, and others. Next, the factor that caused the success of Usman dynasty in expanding Islamic territory. First, strategy of Turkish people in war is to get the spoils of war or gamimah. Second, nature and character of Turkish people who are always advancing and never give up. Third, spirit of jihad and always want to develop Islam. Fourth, location of Istanbul is very strategic and support to successful expansion. And the last, condition of dynasty around Usman made it easy to defeat. Secondly, development of Islam in Turkey in the Reformation period. The period of Turkey reform was proclaimed by Mustafa Kemal on October 29 in 1923 AD. In this era, the system of government in Turkey no longer used a dynastic system, but used a dynastic based on populism or populize. At this time, Islam was growing more rapidly because in their history, the majority of Turkish people were Muslim. Another development of Islam at this time was in terms of the application of Islam law, which was regulated by Turkish state law. Islamic teachings at this time also slowly taught the Turkish population the virtues of citizenship. This is exemplified in the implementation of Friday's prayers at the mosque, which is fully supported by its implementation because it teaches about the discipline of a sense community. Second, development of Islamic in Egypt. Islam entered Egypt. In 628 AD, for the first time, Islam entered the country of Egypt. In that year, Rasulullah SAW sent a letter to the governor of Muqawqis. The contents of the letter were to invite him to enter Islam. When Islam was led by the Khalifah Umar bin Khattab precisely in 639 AD, as many as 3,000 Islamic troops led by Amr bin As entered Egypt, and then assisted by troops from Zubair bin Awam, as many as 4,000 troops. Since then, Islam has ruled Egypt. Next, Islam flourishes in Egypt. The development of Islam in Egypt cannot be separated from the rule of the Islamic kingdom and rule in Egypt. The dynasty or kingdoms that rule in Egypt include the Fatimiyas dynasty and Mamaliks dynasty. The center of development Islam civilization in Egypt is the city of Cairo. Cairo was built on 17 Sha'ban 358 Hijriah or 969 AD by dynasty warlords from Fatimiyah. Fatimiyah's dynasty by Al-Mu'izz. Three major policies, namely reforms in the field of administration, economic development, and religious tolerance. In the economic field, Al-Mu'izz gave special salaries to soldiers, police personnel, and other government officials. In the religious field, Egypt has 4 judicial institutions, 2 for Shia and 2 for the Sunni. In addition, Al-Aziz launched a new program with the establishment of new mosques, pylons, bridges, and canals. Fatimiyah's dynasty by Al-Hakim. There was an establishment of Bait al-Hikmah. This institution was inspired by the same institution found by Al-Mu'min in Baghdad. This institution has a lot of books. In this institution, there is also a center for the study of astronomy, medicine, and Islamic teachings, especially Shia. Last and the third, development of Islamic in Persia. The development and civilization of Islam in Persia entered through a kingdom called the Safawi Kingdom. The origins of the Safawi kingdom itself are derived from a movement called Tariqat, which was founded in the Ardabil area, Azerbaijan. This Tariqat is called Safawi, just like its founder, Safi al-Din. In developments, the Safawi kingdom was very often at odds with the Usman Empire or dynasty. Shah Ismail or Ismail I was the first leader and founder of the Safawi Empire. Ismail's reign lasts approximately 23 years from 501 AD to 1524 AD. After the death of King Ismail I, the kings who succeeded him had little role in developing the Safawi Empire. However, there is a king who is considered the most influential and instrumental in restoring the greatness of the Safavid kingdom and bringing the Safavid kingdom to the peak of progress. Now, namely Shah Abbas first, who ruled in 1587 until 1629 AD. As the efforts carried out about Shah Abbas I, namely A, attempt to eliminate the domination of Khilzibas by forming a new army of Georgian, Armenian, Circassian shepherds and prisoners of war, and B, entering into a peace agreement with the Usman Turks by surrendering the territory of Azerbaijan, Georgia, and besides, the Abbas promised not to insult the first three caliphs in Islam, namely Abu Bakar, Umar bin Khattab, and Utsman bin Affan in Friday's sermon. At the time of Abbas I, the Safawi Empire experienced the peak of glory. The areas of success achievement are as follows: A. Politics and government. B. Economics. C. Education sector. D. Fields of science and philosophy. And last, fields of physical and artistic development. And last, the cause of the decline and destruction of the Safawi kingdom, namely, first, the existence of a prolonged conflict with the Ottoman Empire. B, the occurrence of moral decadence that hit parts of the Safawi kingdom. C, the Ghulam or self troops from Abbas I did not have a high fighting spirit like the spirit of Qizilbash. And last, frequent internal conflict in the form of power struggles. Okay, I think it's enough, more or less. Please forgive me. That's all, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.